What's cracking? What's cracking, everybody? We get them early. Welcome back to the channel. New video. You know what time it is. Now, let me tell you guys. First of all, cheers. Bink. So, whatever. You're always supposed to take a drink, make eye contact when you say cheers. Just so you guys know it's good luck. A lot was going on today. And for some reason, I edit my stuff through CapCut. And it is taking so damn long to get it uploaded from CapCut to my computer. And then because of the editing, it's taking a long time for YouTube to do whatever it's got to do, right? So I'm going to tell you right now, shout out to Joe Astorga. Shout out to Joe Astorga. Joe and everybody at the firehouse, how you guys doing? Joe got at me at 12:15 today. He said, man, it's Wes Watson Wednesday. It's 12:15. Everybody at the firehouse is waiting. My bad, you guys. My editing, like I said, the editing software was taking forever. By the time that video was ready, I uploaded it and went out for lunch, some drinks. So I have a little head change right now. Grab some more beer on the way home. I wasn't driving, so I don't want to hear it. Let's see how it goes with the head change and a new brew in the hand. And we're dealing with Willy Wonka. So this one is called Prison Gangs. Of course, why wouldn't it be? But it's called Gang Tattoos. So I haven't seen it, but I know it's one I haven't reacted to, right? And when I saw Gang Tattoos, he doesn't have any gang tattoos on him whatsoever. So I'm interested to hear if he's going to say anything about any of his tattoos and try to say that they're gang related. Because, he puts all the fucking salsa on his tacos. Let's get straight to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Man, I haven't even started it. How could you enjoyed it? Let's go. Uh-oh. Gang tattoo.
My tattoos.
Oh, shit.
When I roll up, you see my ink. You know who I am.
Huh? Oh, dear Lord. He's starting like this. Are those albums or books? Oh, that's the tapestry I talked about before. So when he rolls up with his ink, you know who he is. He has Jesus on one arm. He has a W and a W. He has some handwriting. I don't see his name spelled out, so I wouldn't know who you are. Apologize, because I know you think everybody knows who you are out here, because nobody knew you in prison. And you have a lot of really faded tattoos. You've gone over them since you've been out, though. You got a lot of money, so you went over them. But you have a lot of really faded tattoos. They put too much water on the soot. I don't know. I don't know how I would identify you by your tattoos. Unless, let me correct myself. Unless somebody tells me a story and they're like, hey, let's check this out. Hey, I was in this other joint with this stupid ass dude and he had his initials on his chest. Oh, man, you wouldn't believe it. His name was fucking Willy Wonka. Then I'd be like, that fucking Willy pulled up. So I guess that way, but other than that, there's not a gang tattoo on you.
When I roll up, you see my ink. You know who I am.
No.
You know where I've been.
No.
It speaks for me.
No. What do you... Homie, I have war paint. You have tattoos. I have war paint. Like, we're not going to get into this. Like, my tattoos have meaning, have to be earned. Were earned. But they still don't tell you what prisons I've been in. What is he? What the fuck?
My tattoos.
Your tattoos.
When I roll up,
yes,
you see my ink. You know who I am. You know where I've been. It speaks for me.
Oh my God.
Woods, white boys, Peckerwoods, they get their city blasted on them. Their county. That's their car. So people are always like, what does Dago mean? That means I'm from San Diego and I roll with
Stop saying that. I love San Diego. San Diego's my second home. I got so much support out of San Diego. They don't claim you, Wes. They honestly read the comments. There'll be some in this video right now. Read the comments. Why is my phone on right now? I'm recording. Get at me later. Yeah, they don't claim you.
The San Diego car. We call it Dago because there's a other big car of white boys from IE. And since we don't fucking get IE blasted on us, we took the IE out of it and we called it Dago. That's like a long-term joke when an IE person asks you, hey, why do you guys call it Dago? And we say, to keep the fucking IE out of it. Now,
hold on. Do I have laughing here? Because he said it was a joke. Here we go. This is for that joke. He said it's a long-term joke. You just got to be stoned, like really stoned, to like for that to be funny. And then you have to have a better delivery. You can't have an angry, constipated delivery, big dog.
Get the fuck out of here. That's why.
Hold on. Is he saying that they would tell them that and then say get the fuck out of here? This dude is a clown. Dude would have slapped the shit out of you.
A long-term joke when an IE person asks you, hey, why do you guys call it Dago? And we say, to keep the fucking IE out of it. Now get the fuck out of here. That's why. That's why it's spelled Dago, to keep IE out of it. Because that's another thing. We don't get it blasted on us because we're from a different car, different city. We're all white boys. We programmed together. We got each other's back. But this is how we keep something to ourselves. Now, skinheads, they're all white boys too. They roll with us. They have to fucking follow suit with us. But they're the ones who get political ink for their gangs or whoever they fuck with. They have different shit. But white boys mainly get their car blasted on them, which is their county or their city, wherever they're from, whoever they fuck with. Mainly your county. SGV, SFV. I've said it before. IE, Dago. These are the southern ones. There's a lot of them. I'm not going to name them all, but these are most of them. So I have Dago blasted on my stomach, and I got co-signed on from my older homeboy from Dago. You can't just...
Who? You always say names. Who was it? And what dorm was it? What was it? Was it the level 4 180 design dorm? You guys, did you ever see that video when he said he was in a level 4 180 design dorm? How's that possible?
Just get that shit blasted on you. You're not going to go in the pen and say, hey, I'm here now. I want to get Dago blasted on me. You're going to have to put in work, and your older homeboy is going to co-sign for you. Now, if he doesn't tattoo, all he's going to have to do is co-sign by laying the first line. If he lays the first line on your tattoo, he co-signed for you. You're ready to go. But you're going to have to...
Is this real? Can I get the wood pile? What are you doing over there? Can I get the wood pile to co-sign that? You need to get... So this is in the dorm again, right? Because you're going to have a dude sneak into the cell with you. You already snuck into the tattoo guy's cell. And you bring another guy in. You're going to sneak another guy in to do one line on you. Yeah, I believe you.
Put in work. None of these tats that I have are fucking gotten for free. They're always stripes earned. The first fucking work I put in.
Jesus? You got a Jesus on your arm. I think you have a Virgin Mary too. What kind of work did you put in to put a Jesus and a Virgin Mary? Did you go to church? You read some verses? Did you sing in the choir? Like, break every chain, break every chain. Like, what did you do, fool? For those two right there, what did you do? This model's so stupid. Man. You know, I've never done personal attacks on this idiot. But after what he did the other day, how out of character he got, like, I just don't like him. I never before had anything with it. I just don't like him. I don't hate him. Hate is poison for me. But I just don't like him. All the lies. Every tattoo on his body is a striper. He got into one incident in 7 years in prison. One incident. Look at. That's 2 gunshots. That's 1 more than he did in 7 years. Why? How come you have more than 1 tattoo, fool? You should only have 1 W, fool. It's for Willy.
That was massive for my people.
Oh my God.
Is when I earned the 1904 on the back of my calves, which Swally from the 805 from Santa Barbara did.
Whoa.
So now I put in work.
Hold on. I'm from Santa Barbara, Holmes. APB. Swally. Hey, one of my homies, one of the Woods from Santa Barbara is always in the comment section. Let's find out who he is. Shout out to the Westside Woods. I don't know if they're still around. They used to be in my neighborhood, the Westside Woods.
For my people, I'm doing time for my people. I keep my mouth closed. I sit in the shoe, and I earn my 1904. We blast that shit on me while I'm in the back. This was the first one. We finished my calves at that point. We had no sandpaper. We just had a guitar string. We had to sharpen that shit on the ground outside in the cages. We weren't even able to keep it sharp with sandpaper.
Why is he sharpening it outside in the cage? Why didn't you just sharpen it? You're supposedly in the back. You're in a cell. The fucking floor's concrete. Why don't you sharpen this fucking dude, man? Why don't you sharpen it in your cell?
Paper, so that shit was 10 times as painful.
No, it's
I was on
not.
the way walking to medical like I've shared before, and the fucking cuffs fucking tore half the tattoo off my ankles. But this is the first fucking set of political.
Hold on, eh? So he got the tattoo on his ankles? I thought they were on your calves. The shackles will not go up your legs to your calves. Oh, everything he says is fucking bullshit. This is a good one. I don't know if it's the beer or me, but I'm enjoying this one, guys. And he had hair back then. Check you out, Holmes. I see you combing that shit way back here, but you did that.
Point I got was during my first shoe term, which I've got a bunch of smaller ones after that, but this was the big one, 14-month for the...
That's the only shoe term you ever talk about. What do you mean your first shoe term? He probably got one of those shoe terms where like, and there's a lot of dudes, and I want to call him a name, but I'm not going to call him a name. I'm going to be nice. Hey, there's vatos that get a shoe term, right? And it'll be like a 4-month suspended shoe, and they do 30 days in ad seg, and they talk, and lower level dudes like, yeah, I did my shoe, man. You know, first shoe term. Fool, you were in ad seg. They suspended it because it was nonviolent.
Which I've got a bunch of smaller ones after that. But this was the big one, 14-month for the A1, the SBI. A1 is the highest write-up of a 115 you can get in the system. That's murder, that's serious bodily injury, that's attempted murder. Those are the only charges that run an A1.
A weapon is also A1 offense. If you get caught in possession of a weapon, that's an A1 offense. This dude's, I don't know. He just wants to say he caught something that was not a murder, but guys with murder catch the same type of offense. The fuck is he talking about? I know that's a tapestry over there, but I swear it just looks like fucking albums because I'm blind. Nice plant though. I like that. You know, it's a sweet touch. Hey, you guys see the thumbnail on this one? Why was he looking at his own booty? Ugh.
So the point is you're going to have to put in work. Work means keeping your mouth shut, doing time for your people, stabbing people, fucking beating people up, checking people, everything like that, carrying dope, everything. You're going to do everything. There's not going to be a time when you don't. They're going to come calling on you.
When you're asleep, you're doing it too?
You're going to be ready to ride. Okay. Some people choose not to get blasted. My choice was to do my time like I do everything. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. And I was going in the pen thinking, I'm going to be the best at this shit too. So I'm going to get the most jacked. I'm going to get the most blasted. And I'm going to prove who the fuck I am.
You don't even have sleeves. You don't have sleeves or a chest plate. How are you the most blasted? You have a bunch of tattoos in different places.
In this scenario as well, just like every scenario of life. Now, in the pen, a Southsider, a white, or a paisa can tattoo you. Nobody else. You ain't getting a tat from a black. You ain't getting a tat from an Asian. You ain't getting a tat from no one else.
What if it's an Asian Southsider? What if it's an Asian paisa? They got them over there now. They be born over there and shit. What then? Jeopardy theme song, please. Wes is thinking. Take your time, big dog. Got him.
So other white boys tattoos would be the SD symbol from the Padres or anything from San Diego. Riverside white boys and Mexicans will get the bell because that's a symbol they use. There's other symbols from anywhere. From everywhere has their own symbols, what they're tatting on them to say where the fuck they're from. Everything else is mainly just pictures. When people think, oh, a teardrop means this or a fucking an hourglass means this or this means that. That's not really true no more in the system. I mean, it's just basically like fools get some pictures they want on them, but they earn the right to get tatted by people who respect them. If you come out blasted, that means you were respected because there was a fucking massive line.
I'll say this. This is what I will say. I don't agree with what he said. Yeah, there's a line. It doesn't mean that somebody was not respected if they didn't get in time or whatever. What I will say is this. If you see a dude that was in the joint, right, and he has war paint on him, look at the quality of his work. That tells you how respected he was. If he has shitty work on him, that dude was just trying to get him in and out. Tacking on it, all right, hey, that's just, hey, no trip. And we don't pay for ink in there, you know. You about to work on you and you give something from your heart, but he's not gonna charge. He's not gonna say, hey, Holmes, I want this. I've never seen that. Not if you're respected. I've never seen where they're like, hey, homie, give me $300, I'll do your arms. I never had to deal with any of that. But I will say that I can look at somebody, like I have a habit of that. When I'm out places and I see somebody inked up, I'll look and I can tell, you know, if it's prison art, war paint, or shop art. And then if I can tell, okay, that looks like it's from the joint. If it's sloppy, I'm like, doesn't mean he's a bad dude, but it definitely means whoever was tacking on him didn't respect him if it's not good work.
To get blasted by the people I got blasted by, it was a sign of respect because I got pushed to the front of the line because of my principles, because of how I program, because I was down, because they said, hey, Wes, I want you to walk around my ink. I'm co-signing on you. A lot of motherfuckers would get blasted up by a white boy, and then the motherfucker would roll it up. Now you're walking around fully blasted by a bitch-ass motherfucker who's a PC now.
That's true. That is true. And there, if you want to get work done, you can't, like he's using these word bitch ass. Again, politics in California will push out a good dude. So, but you want to be careful who works on you because you could get a chest plate. You go to the shoe and you run into one of the legends. And he's like, what, Alejons, who did your work? And you say a name and it could be somebody that this legend has an issue with. The fact that he tattooed on you could affect you. So I agree. You got to be careful who you let work on you. But, you know, Wes throws certain words around that. It's just funny.
That's what fucking didn't happen to me. I've got tatted by Big John from SGV. I've got tatted by Swally from 805 from Santa Barbara. I've got tatted by Largo from Pomona. Bad Boy from Eastside Bowling Locos. I got tatted by Pirate from IE. These are the people who did my ink. Nobody else. These are all solid motherfuckers, all GP. Everybody knows them. But the fact is there's other things.
Not one of them. And Swally, you said Swally. Swally's from Santa Barbara. I don't know. I'm from Santa Barbara. Why don't I know this guy? I feel like I'm being left out of the loop, eh? Swally! No, he didn't answer me. He must not live around me.
That people don't get about the prison system and how you earn your tats. It's always gonna be a rite of passage. This motherfucker proved who he was time and time again when shit got thick. And I see these clowns who don't really know much in the comments, and they want to see swastikas. They want to see other shit. I know motherfuckers who got that shit. They're skinheads. I'm a Wood. I'm a Peckerwood. I'm a motherfucker who, when you come into the pen as a white boy, you have to join a gang. So you're joining the.
Peckerwoods is not a gang. There's only 4 gangs. The big 4. What are you talking about? You have to join a gang. You have to run with your people. You know, the Southern Raza, that's not a gang. That's a disruptive group made up of thousands of gangs. Barrios. The Northern Raza, that's not a gang. That's a disruptive group made up of, I don't know how many gangs are up north, so I don't want to say, you know, too little or too much, but what the fuck are you talking about? Gang.
And as a white boy, you have to join a gang. So you're joining the Woods. If you're white and you roll in and you don't want a boyfriend as a PC and you want some protection from your people, you're gonna roll with the Woods. Even if you
a boyfriend? Where in the fuck did this go? Where did you do homie, the thumbnail, you have a camera looking at your own booty. You better wanted a boyfriend. I did a short. I didn't want to talk about the short. You don't want a boyfriend. That shit don't happen in California. What the fuck is Wes talking about? Hey, remember when he's talking about Mule Creek was hard as fuck? Cops got whacked in there. J-Cat.
Think you don't need protection, we don't give a fuck because our numbers are low and you're going to roll with us. That's why the second you roll into the general population of California's CDC system, you're going to be in a gang. There's no fucking way around it. So motherfuckers, you know, a motherfucker will attach you, you'll hook him up. You'll get him something from your package. You'll give him some jars of coffee. You'll give him some soups. You'll pay him something as a tip. But real motherfuckers will just blast you up and they expect that on the back end. Like motherfucker, you better kick me down some shit. Most fucking tattoo artists are dope fiends. So you're rolling up, giving them a paper, or you're giving them some white or some black. When Largo from Pomona did my throat, I had to slide over to 5 block and fucking the cops kept walking. I'd have to hide under a blanket and shit because they knew me. So I had to make sure they didn't see me so I could pop back out when they were walking.
It's so hard to fucking take. God. These videos are getting harder to do. This one's funny, and I have a head change. How did you sneak into a different block? The only way you're getting into a block that you don't live in, and then getting them to pop that cell door, like this is how stupid this story is. He's hiding under a blanket because they know him. But yet he walked into the building and stood in front of a cell he doesn't live in and got that cell opened up. Even though the pictures of the two convicts that live in that cell are on the board for the fucking tower cop to see. So they knew who you were during count if they would have saw you. But walking in the building, getting the door open, they didn't know you. In a building you didn't live in.
And finished the tap. But he did the one on the front of my neck on black. And he just slung that shit. He was all calm. He's just chilling. Boom, boom, boom. He just painting that shit on there. It was a long time ago, so it's since faded.
Yeah, obviously.
But then when he did the one on the back of my neck, he was on white. And he took fucking 5 hours in the smallest spot. I swear I looked back there after 2 hours. And he had been pinning at a spot the size of half a dime. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're spun the fuck out.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that to a Mexican. You did not say that to anybody outside of your people. You didn't say that to anybody that's your people. But you damn sure didn't say that outside of your race.
You're still in that spot? What the fuck? And I'm having to slide over to another block, risk getting a write-up, risk all that shit. The cops knew me. They knew what was up. They weren't even gonna trip. But, you know, there's some bitch-ass COs that they're just looking for a problem. So they see fucking Watson over at the other block at 5 block when he's supposed to be in 6 block. And they just make it a fucking issue. Anytime you give a CO who don't like.
So, he just said he was sliding in to 5 block, but he's supposed to be in 6 block. For those of you that don't know, 180 yards are the only ones with 8 blocks. The only ones. He was never in a 180 design prison. Not in California. I don't know how they had it in Oklahoma. But when you say you were in 6 block and you're trying to say you were in California, you're saying you were in a 180 design yard. You were not sliding into any other building on a 180 yard. That's a negative. Not into a cell. You can get into a day room. Cops will be like, hey, what are you doing here? You get to the day room, you ain't getting into a cell.
Motherfuckers and wants drama on a motherfucker's life, a reason to fuck your life over. You're playing the biggest lottery ever. That motherfucker could do anything, turn it into a staff assault, whatever the fuck. Like I said before, when Miss Miller, when she grabbed our fucking needle, when me and Swally were in the shoe, they searched our house and she grabbed our needle and she fucking said she poked her finger. So now essentially she could say that it's a staff assault. She got poked by a needle that she was searching for that we shouldn't have. And my homeboy Swally, he got 14 more years. He was going back to Calipat from the shoe where we were at. And he's just like, he's coughing and shit. He just saw, fuck, my hep C's flaring up because he wanted to fuck with her. And she just starts crying, running out, causing massive drama. And then her CO partners were like, oh, you guys are fucked, man, da-da-da. Because they try to pump it up like you got AIDS or some shit. And they poked themselves with your needle. She didn't poke herself with shit. It was just some drama that they were trying to cause. Later.
So she just allegedly cried for no reason. Now we know, Wes, come on. We know she didn't cry. We know there probably never was a guy named Swally. If there's a guy from Swally, from SB, how did you get that name, big dog? I'm curious. What the fuck does that mean? Why is Wes looking at me like that? Every now and then, fool, I feel like we're in a staring contest. Watch. I'm going to win right now. Watch.
The fool boo-boo from Compton fucking gassed her in the cell.
Oh, finally he blinked. I was like, this motherfucker won't blink.
Face. So I don't know. Maybe that was karma. Maybe that was karmic death for her for causing some fool some drama whose life was already bad enough. But that fool gassed the shit out of her. I'm not fucking saying it's a good thing to do to anybody. I don't appreciate assault on women in any type of way. But she got her ass gassed.
Do we talk about it? Wes's ex-old lady has a video on.
By that motherfucker just squirted a shit bag in her face through the fucking vent. He got another 4 years for that.
A vent? I don't think he's ever been in a fucking cell. Ever. The reception, when he was in Donovan, do they have a dorm, a reception dorm? Because they have them in Wasco. I was never on. I was on D1. That was the Lifer building when I went through reception in Wasco. You cannot throw something in a vent in your cell and it lands out on the tier and to hit a cop. The vent is in between 2 cells. You and your neighbor. What the fuck?
People don't realize.
Am I nitpicking too much?
Fools whose families giving up on them. Fools who don't give a fuck about life. They just start tatting crazy shit on their face. The homie had Chucky over here. He had Hitler over here. He had fucking, like I said before, 1488. Rest in piss. The victim's fucking date that he killed his victim. People get crazy ass shit. Like I showed before, Tripper, fuck you on his forehead, his hood all over his face. Fools just start getting blasted. It's like pain. Like, I just want to give him a hug because I know what that was. I've been like that. Like, I got die slow tatted on my hands. And I tell people like it's like because I was dying slow when I was in the pen. But really, I wanted to kill people. Like, really, I was fucked up in the head.
Boy, I mean, like, there was guaranteed. Like, hold on. I don't look at. I'm not a violent man anymore. I don't condone violence. But Wes, you said when you were in prison, you wanted to kill people. There were people that needed to be killed in prison. Like, there's always somebody that's supposed to get killed. You didn't even stab anybody, ever, not once. I don't think you wanted to kill anybody. I think you wanted to pretend in your own mind you did, but you stayed in the corner doing push-ups in the dorm. You developed some muscles, but you never used them. But we'll get back to your story.
And I'm like, nah, when I choke you to death and I'm just watching it and like I can pump myself up in either way. So I can pump myself up to be a shitbag in life, or I can pump myself up to be a good guy. So that's why.
Can we get you to start being a good guy? Can you stop being a shitbag? Can you just give up on that? Because like you got that, homeboy. Like you and you're getting money for being that. But can you start focusing on being a good guy? Because I know you're not insinuating that's what you are right now. Excuse me. Fresh and fit. Boy, you got played like a fiddle. And he put out a video after. He's like, oh, these punk bitch motherfuckers, they talk about me. I think you should be happy that whoever's reacting to your videos is reacting, because your view count is really low for having over 500,000 subscribers, big dog. Anyways.
I've noticed this about myself, and I pump myself up daily to be a better man. Because I've done the opposite. And it always leaves you fucked up in tears like a bitch. You always regret it. Especially when they hit you with that case or that mad time. Especially as we get older. Especially when we know better and we still choose to do the stupid shit. It's like we regret it instantly and our whole world falls apart. Stay focused today. Don't fucking commit no stupid ass bullshit. Just know that the penitentiary is not a place for you. You're going to go there so fucking quick. One of my partners who actually fucking I roll with all the fucking time, just caught another violation. It's going to be Christmas away from the family. It's going to be Christmas away. Don't.
Hey, whenever he tries to be like heartwarming, isn't it funny? Like, fool, you're about to call somebody a bitch or a motherfucker. Here it comes. Watch.
Fucking mistake this shit. Be smart. The tattoos aren't that cool. You could get them the fuck out here. They don't mean fucking shit. Oh, that shit's so cool. That guy fucking killed that guy and he got that tattoo. Don't fucking buy into that shit. I don't even see my fucking tattoos. They look like shit anyways. Just be realistic. Be a solid person. And don't fucking think that pain is defining you. And you're.
Wait a minute. You just went against, I think, like 52 videos of yours. Again, man, you always confuse me. I don't know what to believe, eh? Like you had me. Like I was really believing you.
Dumbass decisions are defining you as some sort of badass. Because 99% of the time, those supposed hard motherfuckers are those bitches on the phone with mom telling her, Mom, they're gonna stab me if you don't pay fucking homie for those papers I bought. Motherfucker.
Sure. He's on the phone saying that. A recorded. This call is from a correctional institution. You guys know what phone I'm talking about. And this idiot is going to tell a story. Another lie that somebody's on there crying about getting hit over dope they bought. Of course. Yeah, the squad is going to listen to that call and be like, just leave them there. They have liabilities. They hear that, they're going to come and snatch them up.
Fucker will charge up a $400 debt. And then cry to his mom on the phone that she's got to pay it or he's going to get stabbed. And then 10 minutes later, another white boy's like, hey, Sean's cool. He's down. I'm like, how the fuck is he down? Did you miss that phone conversation? How
did you hear it? You're in your cell. You're in a 180. How did you hear that? New Folsom, the phones are in the day, not even in the day room. They're in the rotunda. You can't hear a single word of any conversation. One phone for the whole building. In the bay, they're in the day room. There's two of them in the day room. How did you hear the phone call? Wes always hears everything. What about the story he told about a guy that got hit in the chow hall and he was still in his dorm on his bunk waiting to go into the chow hall to get released? And the guy got hit in the chow hall and he watched his eye pop out. And then after he ran into the dorm, he's like, hey, was that his eyeball? This fool can't keep his fucking life straight for shit.
Fucking idiot. This is the problem with the pen. This is the problem with society glorifying this shit. These fools are soft-ass bitches. That hard motherfucker, he's there for his wife. He's there for his family. He admits when he's being a piece of shit. He fucking forces himself to grow.
You sound like the guy you were mad at, Andrew. Shout out to Andrew. The Crucible. Check out the Crucible channel. He's the one that tore Wes Watson's ass up. You just agreed with Andrew. Hey, them roids fucked him up. Like allegedly, those roids that he's allegedly using. Everybody says trend. I don't know nothing about the bodybuilding community and abusing their body to get fucking a big muscle and a little dick. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about that. But they're saying that shit makes you go crazy. Obviously, this fool he is not all there. He lost his mind somewhere, chasing material things and money.
Because this is what's hard. He doesn't put pain on his mother. He doesn't fucking do all this shit that's painful to those around him. He doesn't just continually choose to use dope and say, whatever, it's my body. Motherfucker, people are attached to you. People love you. You're shitting on them. You're ruining their lives. Set the fuck up. Be a man. Make good choices. Be proud of yourself. Don't be a bitch no more. Clean your shit up.
There it is there. Shit. Wesley has spoken. Wesley Watson. Willy Wonka. I guess he put in work. You know, he did that today. I'm sorry the video is late. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. That's 2 gunshots. That's 1 more than he ever did. Remember, I said that. I'm out of here.